Hey! Welcome back to ThinkView, and this is NK. It's really good to be back. And coming back with me today is the Zenbook S16. This is listed at a premium laptop at a price of $1,600 And for real, it has some fantastic thing to talk about. But with that price tag, I also expect more than what it is offering. So, without further ado, let's dive into details. First off, many people might think that the thinner the laptop is, the better. But in my opinion, just thin enough is actually best. With the Asus Zenbook S16, as you can see from the video, the design is super clean and sharp. But the chassis is too thin, as the thinnest part is only about 1.2 cm, and because of that, the frame doesn't feel fully solid. And sometimes when I pick it up, I can even hear some slight crack from the component inside. And to be more specific, the build quality of this laptop doesn't quite match up to the MacBook or a Razer, which even come with a lower price. Personally, I would love to see Asus make it just a little bit thicker. It would still be thin enough, but it definitely feels sturdier. For example, the edge is so thin that if it takes a strong hit, it might easily get dented. Also, when I play video games, my hand could feel a little bit warm. It wasn't too much, but again, that would probably be improved if the chassis was slightly thicker. And I wasn't quite satisfied with the typing experience either, as the key travel is a little bit shallow. It's still responsive and comfortable to type on, and the surface texture is being done really well. But again, if the key travel was a bit deeper, like 1.5mm, it would feel even better. The laptop is only 1.5 kilograms, but honestly, it would be totally fine with a bit more thickness and weight, like around 1.7 kilograms, especially as this is a 16-inch laptop. That would help it feel more solid when using. So yeah, those are the areas that I'm not fully happy with this laptop. And with a $1,600 price tag, Asus could have done better than this. And that's most of the bad thing about this laptop. Let's go to what it's good at. Now, talking good about a premium product isn't easy either, because just saying it look nice or feel luxurious isn't enough for a Zenbook S16. Let's start with a hinge, and this thing has 4 of them, 2 regular ones on the side, and 2 extra ones in the middle. This setup makes opening and closing the laptop feel buttery smooth, and you can even open it with one hand. Even though the laptop is light, the hinge is well tuned and opens up easily. The screen itself is another strong point. The OLED panel on the Zenbook S16 is clearly better than the OLED screen on those budget-friendly VivoBooks. I think that because the glossy layer here is made clearer, which in turn make the colors feel more natural, and the shadows appear cleaner rather than blurry or tinted green like other cheaper OLED panel. Plus, it has a 120Hz refresh rate at 3K resolution. It's not like Razer Sharp because again, this is a 16-inch screen, but the color quality is honestly too good to complain about. The speakers are impressive too. Sound often overlooked on laptops, but this one has a very clear and loud audios. I usually set the volume at 70%, and that's already pretty loud, but it still has some more headroom. If you love music, you would definitely take full advantage of these speakers. Now talking of build quality, Asus did a great job here showing off their precise CNC technology. For example, the air vents on the top are made of superfine hole as they call geometric grill design. And well, in theory, I think that bigger vent might help with the airflow. But Asus is quite confident with their quality, and maybe they lean on more aesthetic too, you know? The trackpad is large and going edge to edge. And let me tell you, it feels fantastic to use. It also supports touch control for brightness, volume, and video scrubbing. Although I do wish Asus has added haptic feedback to this touchpad. And for the lid cover, Asus even developed a new material for it called Ceraluminum. It's still aluminum underneath, but the surface has been treated to feel more texture and to resist fingerprint better. All of these details make the Zenbook S16 truly a premium product. I am confident that you won't find many laptops under $1,600 that can match this level of quality. But the final piece of the puzzle is the performance. This model comes with 24 gigs of RAM and 1 TB of SSD, alongside with the AMD Ryzen AI 7 350 chip. This is the standard version and it is not as powerful as the Ryzen AI 9 XX370, which I covered in the previous video. The 350 is more suited for office work, design tasks, and light gaming. And speaking of gaming, when I tested with Valorant, it easily hit 200 FPS, which is great. But in AAA title, the performance unexpectedly dropped. In Black Myth Wukong, I only got around 40 FPS. That could be foreseen, as the integrated GPU in the 350 is the Radeon A60M, which is not very powerful either. But I think that Asus designed this Zenbook S series laptop leaning more on elegance and portability rather than raw performance. If you want something more powerful, check out the Zenbook 14 instead. The battery life is also decent. In the ThinkView test, it lasted almost 7 hours under 250 nits of brightness at 60Hz of refresh rate. So, this is my final verdict. If you are looking for a 16-inch laptop that's good with multitasking, with a top-notch experience from design to portability to material, then the Zenbook S16 might just be the right pick for you. But in my opinion, this machine is currently just a book with a nice cover. On the inside, especially the chassis structure, it still can compete with MacBook or Razer. And that's all my thought about the Zenbook S16. What do you think of it? Does the aesthetic win you? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.